Hi, my name is Still Glow, and my show kinda disappeared when I got into a relationship and sorta let it take over my whole life. I really never thought I would be the person saying that sentence. I am just generally spiritual now, and that is going to change what the main content of this channel is like. Because, well, I did review Christian music, in a way what I was really creating was veiled criticism of the church from the perspective of a leftist Christian. I can't do that anymore. I could expand to just reviewing whatever, and I do have some plans for reviewing at least one more cartoon episode, but I do want to keep the focus at least on subjects that haven't already been talked to death. Why am I generally spiritual now? Well, for one, while I have found some redeeming qualities within it, religion has caused me a lot of pain. Not only because it's the reason most of my family will never accept me for being queer, I mean that's certainly not a good thing, but I also made a video that helped explain why being queer was perfectly consistent with Christian beliefs, so clearly it's not why I left the religion. Was it because my prayers of being able to feel joy again, or getting to just not feel anything, weren't answered? Well, that had already been happening for years, so also no. I think I just realized that I liked some of the values taught by most religions, and believed that there is something beyond what I can see, partly due to some past religious experiences, and partly because it would be pretty boring otherwise. But there was also these other awful lessons taught by the church. It probably didn't help that even while I was a Christian, and even before I came out, I didn't get along with a lot of other Christians. I think that was mainly because of the attitude that religious people I knew had towards mental illness, something I have always struggled with. Actually, they had a similar attitude to physical illness too, just maybe to a slightly lesser degree. I've complained about this before, but that was a while ago, so I will reiterate. There is a pervasive belief in certain Christian circles that if you have, especially a mental illness, but really any illness, it's because you're not praying or going to church often enough, or simply not believing hard enough, or you just straight up are possessed. But when praying or an exorcism obviously don't work to cure conditions as serious as depression or cancer, the sufferer is just lazy or evil. I had a realization about myself that I should have came to sooner, though there also hopefully won't ever be a worse time here in America to say it. Oh, and it also slightly dates this video. I'm non-binary. I use any/all pronouns, and I say I should have realized sooner for a couple of reasons. One is just that I had already been called he on the phone quite a bit, 'cause I sound like this, which works out for me. And, well, I wouldn't call how that experience felt euphoria, it also never really bothered me. The other is that once I told a friend while talking about gender stuff and said, I'm in the middle of all the spectrums I care to be, and being a woman is fine. Except for all the reasons it's not, but those are all external. I mean, I kinda said it right there, didn't I? Being a woman is fine. Not all I would ever want to be, it's not like I would never want to be anything else. This is not a science lesson, so all I'm going to say is that trans and non-binary identities are backed up by science, and if you would like to know more about that, I'm going to link another Powered by Rainbows video in the description. The only issue I have with that video is that the sources are slightly hard to find. You have to open up a link in the description and then scroll to the bottom of the page it opens, but the sources are there. This channel isn't going to be strictly religious anymore, and I am going to talk about what I want. I do want to try and upload more, but I am not going to hold to a very strict schedule, as this is still a hobby I do on top of a full-time job. Happy Mental Health Month! Take care of yourselves. Hope to see you next time, and hope next time is soon.